All through his pontificate, Pope Francis has never passed up an opportunity to speak out in favor of sport and encourage athletes. The Holy Father was also involved in organizing the Soccer Match for Peace in Rome for 2 years in a row. These games drew big-name players from teams around the world, including Javier Zanetti, Diego Maradona, Ronaldinho, and Totti. Recently, a great surprise was Pope Francis' video message during this year's Super Bowl, when before the game, instead of the usual commercials, supporters saw the Pope.
Great sporting events like today's Super Bowl are highly symbolic, showing that it is possible to build a culture of encounter and a world of peace.
Most likely, Pope Francis is going to go down in history as the Pope of sports. The Pontiff never ceases to remind us that sport is not only physical training, but also a privileged place where we can learn virtue and practice fraternity. And it's with the aim of meeting the Pope, learning virtue, and fostering a spirit of fellowship that the Michigan Wolverines football team, led by their head coach Jim Harbaugh, came to Rome last April.
The aim is to have an educational experience like none other. Not all learning is done in a classroom or on a football field. It's out connecting to people and having a chance for our players and staff to see things they've never saw before, to eat things they've never tasted, to hear a language they've never heard. All those things have been amazing. It's beyond expectation to be in this city, in Rome. This city's mesmerizing, and it's been a wonderful experience for our team.
During the general audience with Pope Francis in St. Peter's Square on April the 26th, the coach and his wife Sarah greeted the Pope and presented him with a gift from the team, a University of Michigan helmet and a pair of shoes.
The role that it plays in my life is the priorities I have in my life, which is faith, then family, then football. My father-in-law, Merle Fearborn, he told me to live in a state of grace, put your trust in the Lord, and be not afraid. And when I met Pope Francis today, I was riding on a state of grace. That feeling was beyond description. And I know that there's something I'm supposed to do with that opportunity, with that encounter of meeting His Holy Father. And I'm going to pray about it. And he did give me some marching orders. He said to pray for him. So I have that start.
In order to get a closer spot to the Pope, the athletes wrote some essays explaining the reasons why they wanted to see Pope Francis.
I said in my essay, I think he'll be remembered as one of the most famous popes in history, at least in my opinion, just because of what he stands for and the passion that he's given to the church.
One of the main reasons I did write my essay was because I'm Muslim and he defends my religion, and I look at him up to him as a hero, and he's always showing that Muslims and Christians and Catholics can combine. We're all brothers and sisters and we can coexist together.
Nel nome del Padre, del Figlio e dello Spirito Santo.
Amen.
Jim Harbaugh has been the head football coach for the University of Michigan since 2015. He himself played college football at Michigan from 1983 to 86, and then played in the National Football League for 14 seasons from 1987 to 2000.
Qualities of a great athlete are strength and speed and intelligence. There's a savviness about being a great athlete, and winning the prize. It talks about it in the Bible. Strive hard to win the prize, and to have that motivation. To have that quality of perseverance and discipline and drive is what really makes a great athlete.
A week of team-building activities included cultural and historical experiences in discovering Rome, some humanitarian work, meeting with some refugees, and of course, spring practice. The football season for the University of Michigan begins on September the 2nd. As a team, the Wolverines are taking this Rome experience back with them in their quest for a national championship. As individuals, it's a lasting life experience that brought them to Rome and the heart of the church.